Capturing the world.
Look, my nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. This a real nigga celebration. It's a dime block declaration. 59.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is David Carmichael II, and this is the Capturing the World podcast. And we have a really good special guest, man, coming all the way from South Central Compton, California. My boy Garren. What's going on, man?
What's the word, man? I'm glad to be here, my bro.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, I actually heard about you like a couple of weeks ago, man. I did an interview with Carell and Nicole, man, and they put me on to you, and they said you was gonna do a concert in this area, and I'm always like a big fan of just finding new people to listen to, because I'm a big fan of just California music, period, because I grew up listening like Dom Kennedy, Kendrick, we all know about Dr. Dre, Eazy-E,
Exactly.
The Game.
Right.
I can go on and on. Even people that's
right.
not from Compton, like I listen to Nipsey, even with that Crenshaw mixtape. Listen, I'm a big fan of California hip hop and R&B, man. So I was glad to have you here, bro.
Oh man, I'm glad to be here, man. It's an honor, I mean, it's a blessing to just be able to travel around the country, around the world, and just express my gift. So
Dang right, bro.
I'm super grateful for this opportunity.
That's what's up, man. And I was talking to you earlier, and you was doing the Compton season tour. You're still on tour right now. With
Yeah, I'm still on tour. I just did this show today. Stayed an extra day. We had a day off. I chose to work.
That's
Got a call. And it was an opportunity, so I just hopped on board and just did my own first headlining show out of my own city at the #1 space in the military mall. So
that's what's up.
It was a very dope experience.
That's what's up, man. Like I said, shout out to Carell and
shout out to Carell.
They doing big things.
Nicole, definitely. #1 space. Shout out to everybody out here. Shout out to Virginia. They showed me a lot of love.
Yes, sir. The 757 area, man. We have a lot of talented artists ourselves that come from here. Pusha T.
Yeah.
He from Virginia Beach, Pharrell, Missy Elliott, Chris Brown from like the Richmond area, Trey Songz. We got a lot too, man. So
I got a lot going on.
got athletes too. Michael Vick, Iverson. You know what I'm saying? So we're real talented over here too, man. So from VA, from LA to VA, CA to VA. You know what I'm saying? We're doing big things.
Yeah, exactly. That is a fact, man. Y'all got the legends.
Yes, man. So
man, shout out VA for holding it down for America.
Right. Yes, sir, man. We're just trying to build off each other and just help each other grow, man. From one coast to another coast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So back to the Compton season tour of Eric Bellinger. Y'all stopped in Norfolk y'all was in Norfolk last night, right?
Last night, we was in Norfolk last night.
Okay.
At the Origami, I believe.
Yeah, Origami.
Yeah, so it was dope vibes. There was a lot of people there that was just showing love and, giving us their energy. And we was accepting it and receiving it and just reciprocating it. And it was just a really good vibe in that building. So shout out to VA once again. The energy was awesome.
Yes, sir, bro. And I had a friend of mine that he said he was going to the show yesterday. Yeah. And like I was telling you before, I was telling him, I'm about to do a podcast with Garren. He's like, oh man, that's dope, man. I listen to him too. And I was like, it's a small world because I kind of knew about the concert late. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I had some stuff to do anyway yesterday. I would have liked to come out, but I had the privilege, even though I didn't come yesterday, I had the privilege to see you tonight. And you rocked the stage, man. I like seeing people that perform, using live instruments in the background. It makes the whole effect just crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different vibe, bro. I'm just a big fan of that, you know what I'm saying? So,
man, appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. You said this is your first time coming to VA, right?
Yeah, it is my first time coming to Virginia. I passed through here a couple times when I was on tour previously, but it's my first time actually stopping, spending time, getting the energy, the culture, getting a little bit of the vibe within a small period of time I'm here, but I really enjoy it out here. It's very peaceful.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And where y'all stopping at tomorrow? What's the next stop on the tour?
Tomorrow we in Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the day after that we in New York. We got 5 shows in a row.
Word.
For me.
Yeah.
Because I took on this show tonight. So.
Word.
Yeah, this is a blessing though, man.
Right.
It's a journey. It's not easy.
Right.
It's work and it's fun at the same time, but you know, it's nothing to take lightly.
No sir, man.
So you know, I'm appreciative.
Right. Dang right, bro. So like we said before, you come from South Central, you know, Compton, California.
Right.
And we've heard stories from other people that come from there of how it is, but what is your perspective of coming from the West Coast and Compton, California?
Oh, you just gotta, you know, keep your head on the swivel. You know, mind your business. You know, don't take on nothing beyond yourself.
Right.
Your mental, physical, and spiritual capabilities. It's
Yeah.
like don't find yourself lost too far left. LA, Compton, South City, it'll eat you up if you don't know what you're really about.
Right.
So, you know, you just gotta, you gotta be confident, you gotta be courageous, and you just gotta be very progressive in the way you move.
Right.
You can't be about all the facades and
Yeah.
all the things that like make you go backwards. So, I think if I could explain it in like 2 words or something, like choose wisely.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
You know what I mean? Something like that.
You definitely got to stand on your toes, man. And, I actually been to LA like 4 times, man. I love the West Coast.
Yeah, it's very friendly.
Yeah, and I just love the scenery, man. I don't know, it's just different, man. It's just real different.
Yeah, exactly.
And the last time I've been out there it was I went to Complex Con, and I was out there, just doing business moves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think like one time we stayed in the Airbnb. It was like in Baldwin Hills, and it was kind of weird because it felt like it was like right next to the hood. We seen like a big helicopter like flying like right over the neighborhood, and I was like, man, what? I thought we was in a good spot. I don't know if like it kind of changed quickly. Like we went like a couple of blocks to go to the store, and it was just like.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You was in the hood. You was in Baldwin Hood. You was in the jungles.
Right.
Yeah, you was in the hood.
That was crazy, man.
You was by the jungles, the BBS jungles.
Yeah. So, but overall, LA is a beautiful city, man. I definitely want to go out there again one day. So let's talk about how you grew up. Your parents, your mom, your dad. How would you describe how you was raised growing up?
I was just raised, church was my foundation. God, Christianity, all of those things was my foundation, so that's how I was raised. And then my father was incarcerated a lot of years of my life.
Right.
So, with that, it was a difficult process to, navigate and have my own spiritual, warfare within, because I didn't really, I had my dad who was like on this whole other side of life, and then my mom was on this whole other side of life, so.
Two different styles of
it
coin.
was two different, completely different styles. So spiritually, I was just kind of like, just, in a different place. And even mentally as well. It was just little wars I had within myself, where I had to choose wisely.
Right, most definitely, bro.
Yeah.
And I know, like you say, you talk about how your father was incarcerated. I have the same story, and even the story about this whole podcast and what I'm doing. So the brand is called Capture the World. That's my clothing brand.
Yeah.
And the podcast is called Capturing the World. And my dad was locked up when I was 2 years old. He got out when I was 13, so like 11 years.
Wow.
And he was in the streets too, just doing whatever, wilding out. And he got locked up. And then he told me the story behind the brand was he was locked up, and his inspiration behind Capture the World was me. So he came up with the brand while he was locked up, and he was like real artistic. So he was able like to hand paint T-shirts for me. So like, You know, I was watching cartoons when I was young, so he'll do like the Rugrats, you know, Nickelodeon stuff, Disney, you know, types T-shirts, and he'll like do them by hand, and he'll send it to me in the mail. I still got those shirts to this day.
Wow.
And you know, he got out when I was 13, and you know, even though I missed out on 11 years out of both of our lives, I'm just still grateful to still have him in my life, and we still have a good relationship.
Yeah.
I can call him just like that.
Yeah.
You know, he was in and out of jail even after he got out a couple of times, but at the end of the day, he's still there.
Right.
And I know I looked up, I researched that you did like a song, kind of dedicated song to your father.
Yeah, in a sense, you could say that.
Yeah. And y'all did like an interview y'all did together?
Yeah, we did an interview. I wanted to film it. I mean, he was whatever about it, but he still, you know, did it with me.
Right.
Just out of support.
That's what's up.
Love for me. Right. We got a relationship too where we have an understanding.
Yeah.
Respect and love for each other that it don't even matter what nothing else meant. Like this what it is right now.
Right.
So we good.
That's what's up, man.
I love my pops. Yeah.
That's all that matters, dog. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, straight up.
So like, you know, growing up, what made you like get into music and singing?
God, I didn't have a choice, you know. He kind of like put his stamp on it, because ever since I can remember, I was always doing music, and I always had a love for playing instruments, and you know, just vibing on different instruments and just singing and going from that to the keys and to the bass and just just wanting to be around the music.
Right.
So the love for music was there before I could even imagine what it was. So I mean, I got a lot of different cousins who are super talented. So this comes from such a deep-rooted place.
Right.
You know, there's a lot more people before me that, you know, are super dope.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it was inevitable, basically.
Right.
I was supposed to be.
You supposed like
I was supposed to. Yeah, I was destined. I had no choice. Like,
right.
This is what I gotta do.
That's how it be
It's
though.
like a mission, you know.
Right. Once you find that gift, you be like, man, this is it.
Yeah, this is it.
And I'm gonna just roll with this.
I can't do nothing else, man.
Right. That's all right, bro. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, thank God.
Dang right. So, who were I guess your favorite musicians growing up? Like, you know, rappers, singers, whatever.
I loved Brandy, man. Brandy is the GOAT.
Right.
He's the GOAT to me. Michael, of course.
Yes, sir.
He's the GOAT. I listen to a lot of contemporary rock and like just contemporary music and alternative and air jumpsuit apparatus, explosions in the sky. Chris Daughtry, just different styles of music.
Right.
Just embraced all of it, but I love Brandy. She's one of the best.
That's that '90s R&B, man. That joint hit different, man.
Yeah, her technique and sense of like uniqueness.
Yeah.
When she sings is very intriguing.
Right.
Brandy, for
That's
president.
Is she still doing music? I haven't heard. Well, I probably didn't go research to see if she.
Man, Brandy probably always still doing music. She's just probably not putting it out.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I definitely am a fan of her. Especially in the '90s. I mean, she had the '90s on lock as far as, and you know, other people in the '90s as well, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So I looked up that you did, you know, background vocals on some songs that I'm fans of. You know, I'm a fan of Nipsey Hussle and R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
The song "Dedication" with Kendrick Lamar. That was you singing in the background.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, you know, after listening to your music, then hearing the song again, I was like, all right, yeah, that's definitely him.
Yeah, right.
So how did that?
Evident.
Yeah, how did that come about?
Nip just hit me up like 7 a.m. in the morning. My big bro Robin Hood.
Yeah.
From around that neighborhood, he just hit me up. You know, him and Nipsey go like way back.
Yeah.
and he showed Nipsey some music of mine, and then him and Nipsey like hit me up in the morning.
Yeah.
And I pulled up to the studio, and it took me like 2 days before I ever even got on dedication. I was just kind of up there watching, looking around, learning, gathering information, intel.
Yeah.
And then on the 3rd day, I recorded dedication, and boom, he told me like, yo, bro, I remember how it felt and looked in that moment. And I was like, yo, bro, I don't know, but it might be me, you, and Kendrick on here. So if you do something that stick, it's gonna be me, you, and bro.
Right.
I'm like, word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, yo, like for real?
That was, bro. It was the magic moment when I knew that I was gonna get on that album.
Right.
In that moment, I honestly knew I was gonna get on that album.
Yeah.
Honestly, because it was too set up. You know?
Right.
It was set up. It was perfect.
A perfect setup for this to happen.
And when I was in the booth recording, he was stopping me like, yeah, that's hard right there. Yeah, keep that right there. That's hard, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do that some more. Like, yeah, go a little higher. Go, like, sing higher, too.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
He was really champion of what he liked from what I was doing. I was doing a lot of stuff. And he was just like, you know?
Right, do this, do that.
Yeah, that was hard right there. Yeah, come out. And then he just kind of chopped it up the way he wanted it. So that's how that came about.
That's great.
I did a lot more stuff with him, but that's just all that stuck to him. You know?
Right.
That's what he chose and what his choice was.
Right.
To be a part of this album. But look at the song, man. Look at the names I get to stand next to: Nipsey Hussle and Kendrick Lamar. Like that's
two
that's
legends,
a blessing.
bro.
You know what I mean? Period.
That's definitely a blessing, bro. Like, yeah, it's just a crazy story. Like, I don't know how I would have felt if I was like, you know, a singer and I got a chance to be on a song or album like that.
It's not even real still.
Right.
You know, I don't even think about it. I just work hard and
yeah.
You know, I just work hard every day, man. I want to just work harder and harder and harder and work harder and work harder and forget about everything that happened yesterday.
Right.
Work it, focus on today, and be prepared for tomorrow.
Dang right, that's all you can do, bro.
That's all you can do.
Take it one day at a time. Once you're in the present, you just got to do what you can. Just once the next day is here, all right, let's do it again.
I just want to work harder, bro.
Dang right, bro.
I just want to get more.
Yes, sir. So, I also saw that you was on the Dreamville album. You did with some background vocals on that.
Yep.
What was the song called? It was called Oh Wow.
Oh Wow, yeah. Swerve, yeah.
So how did that come about, man? Was you actually in the sessions?
Yeah, I was in the sessions. Yeah, I was in the sessions. I got invited to the sessions. Shout out to Mees. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Kaz. Shout out to J. Cole, Dreamville, Eve, everybody, Boz, everybody up over there. Jid, Ari Lennox, Luke. I met Luke, but I didn't really get to like chop it up with him.
Right.
Oldman. I chopped it up with Oldman. I'm forgetting some Earth Gang.
Yeah, Earth Gang's dope.
Shout out to all of them. I was connecting with all of them. I pulled up to the sessions. I got invited to it. I came the last 3 days. They was there for like 14 days.
Yeah, that's what I heard, yeah.
So, excuse me, I came for the last 3 days. That's what I'm saying. There goes God again, you know.
Right.
Where he works in mysterious ways where it's like, even though you came the last 3 days, you still are gonna find a place on that album. That's Grammy nominated.
All them people in that building, bro. I seen the documentary. It was like chaos. Well, I won't say chaos, but it was just a lot going on. And I forgot who said it in the documentary, but it was like, look, once you get in, you just gotta find a booth, or just you gotta connect with people. Don't be standing around. You're gonna lose your spot. So they were just saying like, just 100% is go hard. Try to find a song to get on, because you can't waste this opportunity. So that was a good documentary, but it's just crazy that you was able to do that too, man. That's awesome.
I don't know how I did it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The only time I really think about it is these moments where I'm being asked about it. Because Like right now, today my mentality was preparing to give Norfolk, Virginia the best show I can give them.
Right,
Because it's my first time,
right.
and I'm headlining, and this is a great opportunity. So I'm not thinking about what I did on,
way back
or
then.
dropped.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sitting here talking to you, and I'm really thinking about like, man, that's wild.
Right. After thinking about it, after it happens, like.
Yeah. But thank God.
Right. That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do is thank God, because you just never know. He'll put you in the right situation at the right time. And sometimes you might be thinking like, man, when is something gonna happen for me?
Right.
You might be looking at other people like they're doing everything. You just gotta be patient, wait for your moment. And once that moment gets here, you're just gonna have to just take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Dang right. So, was there like any other background vocals you've done? Any other songs that you might want to put out there, like you did background vocals on recently, or?
No, I did some background vocals on like my boy AD.
Yeah.
I did a feature with my boy G Perico from the West Coast.
Yeah, I heard about him too. Yeah.
His album just dropped 10/8. But he's gonna drop some more material. He got a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
I did a feature with my boy Ye Ali.
Yeah, he's dope too, man. I actually got a chance to listen
dope.
to a couple of his albums.
Yeah, he's super dope. So yeah, I did a feature with him. I've been all over the place though, man. I've been working with a lot of different people. So you just gotta wait for stuff to drop. It's on their timing because I'm just a feature to them,
Right.
So, But I got some new music coming soon, topping 2020.
Dang right.
Coming right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Speaking on that, man, actually I had a chance to listen to your Lost Files EP.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
everybody be just like, not even everybody be like, certain people be really just telling me about that project.
Yeah, I need to go back and just listen to more of your stuff, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm just a fan of like hearing somebody new.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like you walking down the street, you see like $1 on the ground. Like, oh, that's another $1. There's a new artist. You kind of relate that, like, listening to a new artist. It's like, okay, somebody put me onto this person, and then you just can't stop listening to that person. Or it's like somebody else you can add to your collection of people you already listen to. So it's like, because sometimes, man, you might be listening to the same people, and then somebody else that somebody puts you on, so it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, somebody else with something with their own style, so you start listening to them. It's like just adding people. There's so many musicians out here, man. It's just impossible to know everybody that's doing music. So when somebody just puts you on, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, a new artist, he's dope.
100%.
So, and then you can tell somebody else about this other person. You heard from somebody else. So it's like a domino effect, man.
100%.
So, but yeah, damn right, keep doing your thing, bro.
Man, thank you. I will.
So, you was Grammy nominated too?
Yeah, twice.
Okay, for what?
My second year in a row. This year with the Dreamville.
Okay.
For Best Rap Album.
Right.
And last year, Best Rap Album with Nipsey.
Oh, yeah, man.
So my background vocal contributions allowed me to be Grammy nominated twice.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know when they nominate people, like, so is everybody that's involved?
Everybody.
Oh, that's dope.
That's why Dreamville got all them people nominated.
That's correct. I never knew that. I thought it was just the artist that, and of course,
the artist and the producer get the actual Grammy.
Okay.
But you still are, you still have access to a certificate.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That says, yo, you were nominated for.
And you were part of it. Like, that will always be in the books.
You was a part of that album.
That's
so
what's
you
up.
Get nominated. You have to be credited or you have publishing, I believe.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I believe you have to either have publishing or credit, album credit.
So who determines who gets credited? Like, is it possible that somebody can do background vocals and don't get credit at all?
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
And how does that work? You just don't know if they credit you or not?
If you don't got somebody fighting for you and trying to help you, maneuver through all the filters that come in the industry, then you won't get the things you deserve.
Right.
So I'm always trying to attack those different perspectives.
Right.
That might, hinder my brand.
I feel you, bro. That's what's up, man. I hope y'all get it, because who's nominated? You got Dreamville, I think. YBN Corday, Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
I'm having a brain freeze. I can't remember who else is nominated.
One more person.
It was one, yeah.
Or two more, actually.
I can't remember, but yeah, man. Like I said, I hope all y'all get that, man. Cause that was a
Right.
crazy album, bro.
That'd be big.
That was one of my favorite ones from this year, and even the Victory Lap, even though rest in peace to Nippy King, even though he didn't win, that was an album I listened to from front to back, man. Cause even with that album, it seemed like people was waiting for a long time for that to drop. So when it finally came out, man, I was just playing that thing all day long, bro. But yeah, like I said, so you told me, well, how do you describe your style, like your music? Do you have a way you can describe it, or just there's no word to really give to it?
I think it's smooth and honest.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth, honest, but raw lyric.
Right.
Raw intention, raw motive.
Yeah.
Everything is very transparent. You understand exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But it's not just too direct.
I feel you. I mean, you can't go wrong with it.
That makes sense, yeah.
No, I definitely understand, because when you're like that, people, when you're, somewhat vulnerable in your music, and kind of, let's speak on how you grew up and just what's going on. That's all you can really do, man.
Right, exactly.
You just speaking your truth through your music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
That's all you can do, bro.
100%.
Yes, sir. So why should people listen to Garren?
Just to understand a different way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Just to elevate your mindset, elevate your value, elevate your self, respect.
Yes, sir.
As I do the same. So we take this journey together.
Right.
Voila.
You heard it first, man. Yeah, I need to go and listen to that Garren. I know you already said you got some new music for 2020. You have any, after this tour, with Eric Bellinger, after that's over, do you have any other tours coming up next year that you know about now, or maybe you don't know yet?
I don't know, but I'm calling it. I'm going on a big tour next year. Big one.
Dang right.
I'm going to be able to do big artist activity.
Right. Oh, it's coming, bro.
Yeah.
It's coming, bro. Most definitely, bro. Like I was telling you earlier, we got the Something in the Water Festival every year now, hosted by Pharrell. This will be the second year in 20. Get on that, bro, because I definitely want to see you perform again, and that would be a great opportunity for you to perform. I don't know how that festival stuff works, but
no, it's gonna happen. It's gonna work out for me.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You gotta call it. You gotta call it as it is.
100%.
And God gonna lead you to the right direction again, man.
I received that.
Yes, sir.
I received that.
So, man, hey, my last question for you is, I ask every guest this question. How do you plan to capture the world?
How do I plan to capture the world?
Mm-hmm.
I plan to capture the world by being genuine.
Okay.
And by staying honest with my approach to the way I write, sing, move, perform, act, talk, everything.
Yeah.
With my brain. Normal is the ability to be aware enough to love yourself. So, as long as I stick to that code, I'll be straight.
Yes, sir.
I'll get everybody to pay attention.
Yeah. Hey, it's coming, bro.
Yeah.
It's coming, bro.
I receive it.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, like I said, appreciate you coming out. If you want to give everybody your social media, where they can find you and your music, and
so you can find me on Instagram at Garren, Garren. On Twitter at Garren Official, Garren Official. I think that's pretty much, you can find everything else you need to find from
Right.
Twitter and Instagram. So.
Right. You can just type in Garren in Spotify or Apple Music.
Right.
And you hit, you know.
Oh yeah, Spotify. Spotify.
Yeah.
Garren.
Yeah.
Apple Music for Garren, but for the most part, Garren. Garren. You good?
Right.
You gonna figure it out.
Yes, sir, man. And I just want to give you a little gift, man, from my clothing brand. Got you a hoodie, man. It's a hoodie. Yeah, a hoodie and my dad had, bro. Yeah, so it's a size. They told me you wear a medium.
Yeah.
So you should be good. All white zone. And you got the hat right here.
Capture the world.
Yes, sir. You got the white hat. You got a
capture the world. Okay.
You got a wristband too. You know what I'm saying?
Less.
So,
my man.
yes, sir, bro.
This is love right here. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, bro. Dang right. I gotta hook my guests up. And you know, what I tell people is, you know, when you wear Capture the World, you're not really representing me. You're representing yourself. Because we all trying to capture the world some way, whether it's your music or whatever you do in life. Man, everybody has a purpose in life. Yeah. So just trying to motivate everybody just to live their truth and live their purpose and just all make the world a better place, man. So you know, you're connecting people through your music, and we all, you know, try to connect with the world in our own way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what all the brands
capture
about.
The world.
Yes, sir, bro. So, and right, so I'm gonna put this back in the bag for you. And yeah, appreciate all our Spotify listeners, all our Apple Podcast listeners, YouTube listeners as well. And like I said, man, my boy Garren coming all the way from Compton, California, man. Y'all check out his music.
Yes,
he's
sir.
very dope, man. He's killing the game. He's next up. And hey, y'all have a good night. This is episode 14 of the Caption the World podcast. Y'all have a good one. We out.
All right.
Peace.
Sir.
0506. If I had to make that choice.
Man, I had to go to